As you make yourself comfortable now and begin to relax, you may notice how the subtle quality of light has its own way of shifting as time passes, as though the world around you is quietly reminding you that seasons and moments come and go, each one carrying a different feeling. And perhaps there's a part of you that recently returned from a journey, whether it was to a different place or simply a different rhythm of life. And the gentle echo of that experience may still linger in unexpected ways. And some people find it's almost like sitting beside a gently flowing river, watching the water carry leaves along. And you don't have to do anything for the river to flow. Just allowing yourself to notice how with each breath you can simply be here, safe and comfortable, and begin to relax even more deeply than before. And as you let your attention drift, perhaps you can imagine the feeling of dipping your fingertips in that smooth, moving water. And as you watch the ripples spreading, maybe there's a sense of your thoughts settling, the way tiny pebbles are settled quietly at the bottom of the river, leaving the surface clearer, softer. You might even sense the current itself. It doesn't resist. It simply welcomes whatever arrives and then lets it go. And isn't it curious how the mind, like the water, can shift from churning to tranquil just by remembering how to settle? There's nothing you need to force, just noticing how your comfort can deepen with a gentle movement of your breath, allowing body and mind to float along with the river's peaceful rhythm. And as the river glides beneath a canopy of shifting light, glimmers and reflections dappling across its surface, you may recall how after a time, even the brightest of holidays or escapes, there's a return. There's some part of you that may be expecting an abrupt transition, as if stepping quickly out of the sunlight into shadow. And yet, do you notice how rivers always return, not by racing, but by merging gradually, finding their way back to familiar ground? And sometimes after a journey, it's normal to sense a gap between the wide open feeling of a vacation and the structured banks of daily life. And what if, instead of seeing that gap as emptiness, you realize it's a space to breathe, a gentle pause where you can rediscover a new rhythm for your everyday? After a dreamlike week spent surrounded by waves and laughter, it's easy to notice a sense of deflation on returning home. The familiar seems strangely dull at first, and yet, when we listen to the quiet, really listen, new sounds can be heard. birdsong that had been missed, the soft creak of floorboards, the aroma of morning coffee, and maybe sometimes memories from your journey can blend gently into your daily flow, so that the distinction between vacation and ordinary days softens, and you notice small pleasures right where you are. And perhaps the feeling of post-vacation blues is in some way a testament to the beautiful impact of those other places, those other rhythms, the proof that you're someone who can feel vivid joy. And isn't it interesting how the yearning for that joy is actually a sign that you value meaningful experiences, and it tells you about what nourishes you. And instead of resisting the lull, you may allow these quieter days to refill you, like the river recharging from the underground spring, unnoticed but essential. And some part of you can begin to notice as the days unfold how there are subtle colors in the familiar, and your capacity to bring curiosity or kindness into the ordinary is growing. And as you let your mind drift, those old stories of back to reality may fade, and new stories of continuity and renewal can arise. Stories where each returning home adds richness, not emptiness, to your experience. And with each breath, you might sense how the river of your life is never quite the same from one moment to the next. Each passing current reshaping the shore in small, beautiful ways. There's no need to hurry. You can allow each moment to open gently, in its own time, in its own way. And whenever you're ready, you may bring forward those refreshing feelings, carrying them gently into your daily world, just as the river brings the freshness of rain to every bend and valley that it passes. And now noticing the touch of the air on your skin, your body being supported by the surface beneath you, you can allow yourself to return to the present moment. You might begin to notice a growing sense of readiness, as though sunlight is softly brightening the landscape of your awareness. As you tune in to the familiar sounds around you, or perhaps the gentle weight of your hands, perhaps you can welcome back a sense of clarity, feeling refreshed and alert. Allow your eyes to open if they're being closed at a rate that feels right just for you, bringing with them a hint of that spacious, peaceful river ready to flow into the rest of your day. And in the coming days, you may notice small moments of pleasure reappearing in familiar places, a new energy quietly supporting you to enjoy your daily routines with a fresh perspective. And as you move through each day, that gentle river within can help you recognize that the best parts of vacation can live on in the way you meet each moment now. Thank you for joining me on this journey today, relieving some of the stresses of returning from your vacation. And if you'd like to experience more of these sessions, you're always welcome to return whenever you wish. And until next time, goodbye and good mental health.